You tune into Guzzi's World. I'm your host, you said the great one left. I am him. Himothy. Him Duncan, the great Elohim. The next of him. Himothy Hernandez from the Himalayas. Him Carey. Himford Christie. Swagamet Jagger, Swap It, Swaston Kutcher, keeping it real like Ian Bill. We don't care how you feel. Classes in session. Order. We're here today, guys. We've got a story which is all over the news. Lakylia Taylor, she's called, 19 years old, from Detroit. I believe that she is potentially facing life for unaliving some people. Well, what did she do, Guz? Well, I'll tell you the rundown of the story. It sounds to me like her brother was supposed to be having a straight-inner with one person. They get to the Foot Locker store. Brother gets jumped by 3 or 4 guys. I believe one of the guys started pistol whipping the brother. So Lakylia, I don't know, is it Lakylia Taylor, the sister of the guy, drew for the, do you know what I mean? Drew for the burner and just started blazing everyone. 2 people was unalived. 2 people injured. This is the story. Now, what I'm going to say, we're going to see the videos and see what's happening out there, but I don't like this story because hearts go out to, obviously, the families that have lost people because no one wants to bury the loved ones. I understand that. But at the same time, if we're saying that a group of 3 or 4 people was attacking one person and was pistol whipping and doing all the extra stuff, and that person's sibling or family was there and decided to resolve the situation, can you really be mad at them? Can you be mad at them? If it was a one-on-one straightener, that's different, but we're talking 3, 4 people. They could have killed that man. We don't know. We don't know who was dealing with. We don't know. They had the... Let's just look at some videos, man.
Thank you. And then, Mr. Upshaw, you have a bond motion that you filed.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may argue the bond motion and make a record. The bond motion that you have presented to the court.
So, denied bail as well. She's only 19, guys. Yeah, she killed 2. Allegedly tried to jump her brother. Right. In fact, look that video. Let's see what this girl's saying.
Hey y'all, what's up? Good morning, motherfuckers. And I'm over here having me a cup of coffee per usual. But have you guys heard about this story out of Detroit? Baby, this one right here. I'm kind of confused on why they're charging this baby. Now, this is 19-year-old Lakylia Taylor, and she has been charged with 2 counts of second-degree unaliving. Now, apparently on Saturday, May the 3rd, her and her brother went to a Foot Locker off 8 Mile to apparently meet up with someone else because it sounded like they was going to the tussle. And reading the story, it appeared to be like a one-on-one type of thing. But it didn't end that way. So apparently when her brother and another man were getting a tussle on, 2 of the other man's friends jumped out the car and jumped in, and it was 3 of them to 1.
3 to 1, guys. It's 3 to 1. We've got to, before we get stupid and, a murder is a murder, we've got to look at the facts. 3 to 1. So we have to put ourselves in that situation. That's your brother now. That's your family. That's your 3 people. Do you see what I'm saying?
1. And her seeing her brother being jumped by 3 men, she then ran to the car, grabbed the pew, and she ended up unaliving 2 of them. To me, this would be considered self-defense because in Florida, this would be under the stand your ground law. And if you guys don't know what that is, let me show you. Go ahead, pause to read because this literally explains stand your ground, self-defense, all in one. So I'm thinking maybe Detroit do not have this particular law, and this is why this 19-year-old by the name of Lakylia Taylor is being charged this way. But do you guys feel like she should be charged, or was this flat out self-defense and they need to let that baby go? Like, leave me a comment. Let's talk about it.
What do you think about that, guys? What do you think about that? What would you do in that situation? Do you know what? Free that girl, man. I'm sorry. Free that girl. Free that girl, man. Look, I'm not saying that, look, it might have been excessive, but if you're a 19-year-old girl There's 3 people attacking your... What do you want her to do? What do you want her to... What, go and throw hands with 3 niggas? Really? When they've got guns and... Free that girl, man. Free that. I'm sorry. Look, condolences to the family who's lost people. It's nothing to play with. I totally get that. But in the situation, what did you want her to do? What did you want her to do in that? This is what I hate with the law. The law is so... How does it work, man? You got all these weirdos running around with these elites just kidnapping and doing anything they want, and then a little girl tries to protect the family and we're going to put her in prison for years. It's weird, man. The law's just...
Is, and it don't make no sense. That's just wrong.
Community members try to understand what led to a deadly shooting outside of a store in East Point. 2 men are dead and others were injured. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. My name's Terrell Bailey. Well, East Point police say it stemmed from an argument between 2 groups of people, and now they're still looking for the suspect. Our Heath Kalb has more from that scene.
Well, it was just before 3 p.m. this afternoon when that shooting took place in this Foot Locker parking lot in East Point this afternoon. And now, police say they're looking for the suspect.
Right now, we're still looking for a suspect. Suspect has not been identified this time.
Investigators say a fight between 2 groups of people who knew each other led to a shooting in this Foot Locker parking lot around 2:45 p.m. Saturday.
There were 2 groups of people that got into an argument, which turned into physical. And during a fight, a suspect discharged a weapon.
4 men were shot in the altercation, and when police arrived at the scene, they located 1 victim who was deceased. 2 more victims were taken to the area hospital, where 1 of them passed away. The suspect fled the scene in a black 4-door sedan, but East Point police say the shoe store and its customers are fortunate that no one else was hurt.
We are lucky that...
Yeah, it's Pete, guys. It's a horrible situation. It's a horrible... There ain't nothing pretty about this. It ain't sexy. But what would you do? Put it in the comments, man. What would you do? What would you do in that situation? I don't know, man.
A teenager is facing life in prison after shooting 4 men who attacked her brother outside a Foot Locker in Michigan. Lakylia Taylor had come to help her brother during a heated argument outside a Foot Locker store. But when the fight got physical and her brother was knocked to the ground, she ran to her car, grabbed a firearm, and opened fire in broad daylight. In a matter of seconds, 2 men were dead and 2 others were injured, with the whole incident being caught on camera. According to police, Taylor continued shooting even after the victims were already down, and one of the victims was even shot while running away. After the incident, her brother, DeJuan Taylor, allegedly...
That's not going to go down well. Shooting people on the ground and then shooting people running away, that's not going to go well. But then at the same time, adrenaline's pumping, you're scared, you're frightened, you're angry, all this stuff's happening. Like, you're not... Unless you're John Wick, unless you're them army man, and you know what I mean, I was in the army at 16 and we was trained for this, and a regular person in a shootout is just going to be moving mad, I'm sure. I'm sure there would be. So should you be shooting people in the back and if they're running away? No, you shouldn't. Should be shooting people on the ground. But at the same time, depending on what type of people we're talking about, how do we know they didn't have a gun on them? How do we know that when they went to the ground, they weren't going to go for their hip? It's techie. It's techie. It's techie. This is why guns just need to be off the streets, period, to be fair. Because I think because gun crime's so high in America as well, it's because I think a lot of it is, it's not because people are just bad people. It's fear. If everyone you're going to have a bit of an argument with potentially might have a gun on them, it's going to make you act different. In the UK, we don't come from that climate. Yep, there's guns around, but they're not around like that. Do you know what I mean? They're around, but they're not around. Like in America, it's like you might see someone who just looks like a little normal guy, looks like he's on his way to work. You might say the wrong thing. He might have something in his backpack, like literally, you don't know. See, a guy just looks like a little bit of a nerd. He might just pull something out and just, you know, these school shooters and stuff. You don't know over there. That's just it. You don't know. See, I don't know, man. Put it in the comments, man. What would you do? What do you think? Look.
All everybody is seeing is the mugshot of Lakylia Taylor, which only demonize her.
Lakylia Taylor, that's it.
This picture shows her as a human being that she is. Most news outlets and online sources have the story totally wrong, as you will see in the following video. Here you will see the clear hypocrisy in what's being perpetuated. By that being the case, Macomb County Prosecutor Peter J. Lucidity needs to rethink this and adhere to the law as it relates to this case. Furthermore, for all who have prejudged this without having all the facts, I have one question. What would you have done if you were in this situation and your sibling was being beaten with a gun? By way of the YouTube streets, this case will get the attention that it deserves so that she can get a fair shake at justice. Leave your thoughts in the comments. And
I even played that video before. This is what I'm trying to say. It's so good. Yes, okay, she unalive people and it was a madness. I get all of that, but what would you do in that situation? Like, adrenaline's going. Like, could you sit there and watch your sibling get mashed up by 3 people, have it on you, and just sit? I don't think. Come on, guys, come on. Let's get real now. This is why they need. I don't know, guys. Put it in the comments, though. I want to know what you think, guys. Is she wrong? Does she get life? Does she get punishment, but with some leniency? Maybe do a couple years. I don't know. But if people are talking about, not, you know what I mean, putting in life and all, nah, she don't deserve life, guys. Come on, man. She's protecting her brother. Come on, let's not get stupid now. Let's not get stupid, man. Guys, start supporting, please, man. Like, share. Just like, man. Share the video. What's wrong with you? Comment if you want to comment. Let's sit all there real quiet now. Share the video, man. Show some support. But yeah, guys, tune into Guzzi's World. I'm out.